Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. Today we're going to discuss the latest vegan propaganda. Vegans are now been known to be overdosing on their supplements. The reason why the vegans say that the vegans are overdosing on their supplements because they're listening to anti-vegans. That they're not getting enough supplements, and we're messing them up. That's the actual bullshit story that I heard from one of these vegans that don't know what they're talking about. Again, this diet has a trade-off between an omnivore diet that is unhealthy. And I'm going to show it to you here right now. And don't bother debating these vegans. They're liars. They try to twist the truth. They just make shit up. I already had to show some of them simple math. They sit there with a blank look on their face. They couldn't understand how I got the answer. It's simple fucking secondary school math that shows that the lie that Ed spread about 80% of the crops grown are going to feed livestock is such bullshit. Now, the trade-offs of the vegan diet, okay? This is why the vegan diet is unhealthy. Because you take yourself out of a balanced diet and you take on a diet that will throw in these toxic substances into your body. These are 17 out of the 20 that I know of, okay? You know I always talk about oxalates because they're one of the most damaging right there. Now, we don't have any long-chain amino acids in the vegan diet, okay? They don't exist because that's that preformed omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA, is only in the flesh of animals. That's why we eat it. Compared to meat eaters, vegans have 53% lower levels of EPA and nearly 59% lower levels of DHA. Fact. The vegan solution is to take supplements of 2 short-chain amino acids, and which the body then converts. They're relying on the body to convert these 2 smaller chain amino acids into the long form DHA and EPA. It doesn't work. No matter how much of those 2 short chain amino acids you take, the body's only ability is to maybe manufacture 1% of that into the useful DHA and EPA. One of the short chain amino acids is ALA. Your body cannot do it. And if they're telling you, they're lying. They're making up science. B12. Well, the vegans' excuse is that, well, they have to supplement the cattle with B12. Yeah, they have to supplement the cattle with B12. How much B12 is in the grass they eat? Now we have a new thing now. Vegans being so out of touch with information or so educated as they claim, they're now, a new vegan trend is they're overdosing on supplements. Vitamin D3. Now, we all know about the Oxford study that came out and said vegans' lack of D3 is so terrible that they're 43% more likely to get broken bones. Did they look at the data that was made by Oxford, whose school is prestigious and has been around over a century? Did they look at the data? No, they're lying. Oh, you hurt my vegan feelings. We have to reject that data. It hurts my feelings. Doesn't compute. The robotic mindset of a cultist. Vitamin A. You know something? When I was thinking of becoming vegan, I threw this, I want to become vegan to that annoying vegan couple. The one that cries over when the lizard died, she had a mental breakdown. I have the conversation I had with them. I just threw them to the test to see if they're recommending a diet, if they knew any way to make the vegan diet healthy. I told them, well, where would I get my vitamin A from? They didn't know. I have that all noted. It's all in the text. I got the whole conversation. They told me they had to look it up. Eat a carrot. Save a chicken. But go on the vegan diet, and when you become deficient, well, they're not going to help you. You know why? because their empty heads don't know anything. Zinc. Alright? Vegetarian diets tend to reduce zinc absorption by 35%. So now you're on a diet that needs massive supplementation. And the diet actually works against you, absorbing the supplements that are missing from the actual vegan diet. You're going to die. It's a stupid diet. It's a diet of morons. It's a diet of people who can't fucking read. They subsist on their feelings. Choline. Calciums. Look. Daily calcium intake in these studies are about vegans. Look. They're way under. They're getting half. This is the U.S. dietary recommended intake for calcium. Look where vegans are at. 500 to 600. Nowhere in the range of a normal adult person or a child. Efficient enough. Maybe for somebody up to 3 years old. Their diet would help. Or keep them normal. After that, the breakdown of the human body will escalate as the vitamins intake that they're getting on calcium, when their body's demanding more as it's growing, and their diet hasn't changed to give them that, meet that demand. That's why they're overdosing on friggin' supplements now. If your diet requires mass intake of supplements, your diet is malnourishing. That's it. Iron. This is why you see the skinny, pale-skinned vegan who can't tan like freely, with sunken-in eyes, chucking in tons of Botox in their face, because the oxalates are damaging the connective tissue in the the muscular structure of the face and the whole body. That's where you get that gaunt look from. You start wasting away. Iodine, thyroids. You look at their thyroid, it's all swollen. Selenium. Again, that's part of thyroid function, so they're screwed on iodine. They're screwed on selenium. Unless, of course, they're overdosing on friggin' supplements. Cholesterol. Look, severe depression, anxiety. You know, too low cholesterol levels are associated with mental illness. That everybody's known that for years. For years that's been known. Yeah, increased risk of death from stroke, heart disease, and cancer. But vegans don't get cancer. Everybody else is lying. The vegans who don't have any credentials whatsoever, sitting up there pontifying, talking down to everybody that nobody's educated as they are, don't know this basic information that most 18-year-olds, if they have an IQ up to 100, will know. Carnitine, which only comes from meat. Carnosine, which only comes from meat. See? Look at the first part of the meat, the name, C-A-R-N. It's named that way for a reason. Glycine, amino acids. Creatine, taurine, B6, B2, B3. The vegan argument. There is no argument. You're on a diet that's lacking in nutrients. It's malnourishing. You have to eat a whole bunch of supplements. If you don't do your research, there's some supplements you cannot get without consuming meat or taking it from a meat product. Your diet is insufficient. It doesn't work. It's making people sick, and you're spreading misinformation. Period. Period. The diet doesn't work. And again, You see these vegans putting up stuff telling you that the vegan diet's healthy, and they're dancing around while consuming about 4,000 milligrams of oxalates. Flag them. Flag them again, and then flag them again. They shouldn't be allowed to be pushing this diet that's making hundreds of thousands of people sick. If you get 100,000 people to sign up for Veganuary, and then a year later, 85% of those people, which is about 85,000, have to leave vegan for medical reasons, guess what? That means they have medical expenses. You caused them to get sick. Your diet is a fraud. And now the new trend is vegans are overdosing on supplements because they know their diet's lacking them. And the best part of it, they blame the overdosing on these supplements, these man-made supplements, on people who are telling them that their diet is not sufficient. If your diet was sufficient and totally nutritious and healthy, you would have no need of any supplements. Zero. And on that note, I'm out.